We're streaming. Hello everybody and welcome back to another
It only took 16 episodes
to another I think what I gotta do from now on is I gotta decide on let me come up with a joke that's like part of the actual like episode or whatever, or like the thing that we're watching. So I'm gonna go with kidnapping monster huntingly amazing episode of the Tan-Gentalmen podcast. How's that sound?
How do you say kidnapping? There's nothing involving kidnapping in this.
Yes, there is! Remember the freaking elf lady who was kidnapping the girls and then experimenting on them and then they were dying? Remember, Landon, in the movie?
Oh, yeah.
You don't?
I do remember it. Yes.
Okay, cool. So, that was like the first thing that came to mind. Shut the fuck up, Landon.
Kidnapping was the first thing that came to mind.
Always is, always will be. Na 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 na. I don't know. It was like one of the few parts of the movie that I was like, okay, I know what's going on here. I understand.
Oh, what part did you not understand, though?
Honestly, the juice drinking, and they got like the monster powers, or like just a lot of the world building was lost on me. Yeah, all that kind of shit. And the kind of the world building.
You mean stuff that's in almost every fantasy movie?
Well, it's like the world building was kind of lost on me. There was like this elf war that like I just they kind of like mentioned in passing a couple times, and then it was like, you know, it's like, oh, okay, so he can't be friends with the elf guy. That's bad, I guess. And then,
well, he has to keep up his reputation, but yes. I feel like you need to explain the story so you get the...
Hey, alright, you ready for Barty's bad story summary? There's some kid pissing in the woods, and then his dad gets murdered by a monster guy. And then this Witcher guy shows up and kills that monster guy, but the monster guy talks, and he's like, no, monster guy don't talk. That's not normal. We gotta go invest. I have to go investigate. I gotta understand. I'm gonna go talk to my elf friend and have a bath and show my dick in front of him because that was part of the movie. And then his friend's like, hey, you should be nice and do me a favor. And he's like, favors schmavers. And then...
That's the part you specifically highlight?
And then...
And they're in the bathroom?
Because it's funny. So he goes, favors schmavers. And then he's like, alright, time for a flashback. And he flashes back to when he's like a kid doing like some exorcism or some shit. And then the Witcher shows up and he's like, boy, you take me to the lady, or you fucking, or else I'll turn you in because you stole some pie and herbs. And then he takes him to the lady, and he's like, boy, stay in the room with me. Help me capture the demon thing. And then they capture the demon thing, and he's like, boy, you hesitated. Witchers don't hesitate. Anyways, here's some money. Come be a witcher. And then he goes and becomes a witcher. And then then we flash back to present day, and there's this lady who's like. Also, I forgot to mention that he has a childhood friend that he promised to take care of and buy her a lake house with all of his Witcher money. And then in the training, she sends him a letter and is like, "Forget about me." And then we flash forward and there's this wizard lady, and she's all like, "Oh, Witchers, they suck. Kill them all." And then the king's like, "Oh, no, man, no." And she's like, "Kill them all. They're doing evil stuff. Kill them." He's like, "Oh, no, man. I'm not sold on you. Killing all the Witcher. No. And he's like, "Ugh. Fine." And then the Witcher guy, he goes back to the Witcher house place where all the Witchers live, and then there's like they're like, "We're killing all the monsters, so there's no more monsters. You know, a few more monsters coming out, that wouldn't be bad for business." So then after that, then they're like chilling in a bar, and some knights rock up, and they're like, "Oh, we're evil. Whoa, you're a Witcher, you're a dick." And then they try to kill him, and then the Witchers get arrested, and then the evil lady's like, "Oh, you kill all the Witchers. They suck. They killed some of your knights." And the king's like, "Oh no." And then there's this old lady who's like, "No, the Witchers are fine. They're good. You guys should get him to go kill the monster." And then they go get him to go kill the monster. But it turns out that the monster is like the elf lady. And then what happened is they like fighting and shit. And it turns out his elf friend is there, and he's like, "Oh, you dick. You should have done a favor, and then maybe I could have saved a couple of these elf ladies." And he's like, "Favors schmavers." And then they fought this elf lady for a little bit. And then it turns out that the wizard lady's evil, and she wants to kill all the Witchers, so she manipulates the king and the elf lady into going to war with all the Witchers, and then they all get murdered. And then he's like, and then the main character escapes through the cellar, accidentally stabs the old lady, who turns out was his childhood friend who got old, because that's how aging works. And then after that, he's like, he name drop. They're out in the snow, and the kids are like, "What are we gonna do?" And he's all like, "Don't hesitate." And then he name drops the main character of the Witcher series, and then they walk off into the sunset. The end. How's that, Landon?
Good enough for me to elaborate on certain stuff.
Well, I mean, what else happens in the movie?
Yeah, I mean,
it was a lot of action. It was mostly fighting. A lot of fighting, and talking, and then more fighting, and then more talking, and then more fighting.
Typically how movies and stories are.
And then more fighting, and a little bit more talking, and then more fighting. Did I put windows in the last house? Yeah, fuck it. And there's some more fighting, and then more talking, and then more fighting. Yeah, it was fine. I mean, I really didn't understand. I really didn't understand. What?
You got really lost in it, didn't you?
Yeah, honestly, I watched it like earlier today, and it's just kind of a blur now.
Weren't you just saying that about Kung Fu Panda 3?
Yeah, kinda. Maybe I'm just, my brain don't work. But, oh, and you also were kind of blanking on Kung Fu Panda 3.
Yeah, but I at least remember most of the story.
Well, there wasn't a lot of story here. It was like a bunch of mystery, and then, oh, never mind, we're done.
Oh, what do you mean mystery?
I don't know. I don't know shit about The Witcher. Okay? I don't know anything about this series. Everything! This feels like deep lore shit. Like I should probably go in with a base understanding of the series. I've played 10 minutes of The Witcher 2.
The thing is, you don't need to know any of the Witcher stuff for this movie.
Are you sure?
Yes! Everything's mostly explained through background dialogue. This is actually something I wanted.
Oh, speaking of that, the audio mixing in this movie is terrible.
What do you mean audio mixing?
The music almost always overpowers the dialogue.
What are you listening to then?
My TV!
I never got that at all.
I had to like crank up the volume and I could barely understand what everybody was saying. Because the fucking dialogue was like overpowered by the music.
I didn't get that at all. What?
Maybe you're just better at hearing than I am, but I could barely understand what people were saying. For a majority of the movie.
Okay, and now I feel like we decided to do. Okay, so I feel like what you're being caught up on is just the war between the elves and.
It's just that, like, I don't understand, like, the potion thing, or, it's like, suddenly there's like, okay, well, I don't understand
the
how.
potion thing.
Why? But it's like they use its power quite frequently in the movie, and it's like, I need to understand why and what's happening. It's like, okay, so the witches are like, what are they, half like monster people? I know they're like gene splicing them with some shit and make them drink like monster blood or something, but it's like, I don't fully understand any of the interesting concepts that this movie plays with, probably because I should probably know more about The Witcher.
You don't need to know more about The Witcher.
You're saying that, but you've played the games and watched the show.
The show isn't that good. The more I learned about it. Which was something we'll probably get to later on.
Later. Now, Landon.
Okay. So, one thing I feel like that's actually not explained in the movie, that's more or less for you more or less need to understand for later things, is what they sort of gloss upon is the cleansing, which is more or less just the entire genocide of the elves against humans.
Okay. Another thing, another question. Is there like, so there's like, okay, are wizards normal humans, or what?
Wizards, yes, they are normal humans that can use magic.
Okay, well, sometimes they're referred to in dialogue as if they're like entirely different beings.
The same thing is also mentioned with nobles and other stuff. Are they normal human beings?
I don't know.
They're just like nobles. That's it. They're the same, but they're just treated differently. Which is sort of the whole concept of this sort of movie.
Also, so people have a built-in prejudice against the Witchers, right? Okay.
Built-in what?
Prejudice? They don't like them.
Yeah.
They literally try to have them murdered at the end.
Because they're different.
Yes. Okay.
Humans waged war on them for a while. And humans don't like things that are different.
Oh, I'm aware. They say that word for word in the movie, Landon.
Yeah.
I got that line at least. I don't know, Landon. I'm just confused, Landon.
What are you confused?
I like the movie, but I'm just confused. Everything, Landon. Everything confused me. I don't understand the world enough.
You don't need to understand the world for this movie.
What? But I do. So much of the movie plays off of like prejudice and war and cool monster fighting and monsters and shit. But I don't understand half of that stuff. I have like a baseline understanding from the movie, but it's like I don't know. I did.
Okay. Yeah, this movie doesn't really dive into that. No,
Course not. It's a fucking movie. It's not supposed to. Because you probably should have a base understanding of the goddamn villainy.
Yeah, but there's also no... As far as I know, I don't think there is any storyline fully diving into the cleansing. It's always referred to as dialogue. Well, at least in the games. I can quickly Google that if it's in the story.
It could be in the books. So, Landon, did you hear that they fired Henry Cavill as Superman?
What do you mean fired him?
They were like, you're Superman, and then today they were just like, oh, you're not Superman. So when he became Superman, Netflix replaced him with Liam Hemsworth for The Witcher show on Netflix. But now he's not Superman. So,
well, that kind of sucks.
Yep.
I wonder what he's going to go on to now. I doubt he wants to go back to The Witcher.
No, he was like the only member of the cast who actually read the source material
And actually cares about the source material.
Yeah. I mean, they already fucked up. They already fucked up. Netflix makes some pretty good game adaptation. Sometimes. Other times. Yeah, I heard Edge Runners was good.
It's animated so far.
I haven't seen any of the live action stuff. I've heard a lot of people liked The Witcher show, but
yeah, except for none of the fans because they completely changed up a lot of the source material, and then they completely disregarded Henry Cavill's input because he likes the books. And they actually hate the books.
Oh, yeah, that's apparently so. Rings of Power.
Their own series, even though they can just create their own series and start from scratch.
Yeah.
Instead of playing off the backs of others.
Yeah, but they're not gonna. Anyways, so there's what's it called now? There's this I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Ah, shoot. What?
I don't remember. Landon, I just drew a blank. It was something. It was very profound. That's all I know. I don't know. So, Landon.
Yes.
You ever see Castle? I already asked you this on Snapchat, but you ever see Castlevania?
No, and I already seen that people are actually comparing the fight scenes to Castlevania.
It literally almost looks exactly the same. If you had showed me a clip of that movie and said it was from the new Castlevania show that's coming out, I would say, yeah, it looks pretty good. Like the general art style, even the tone to an extent, both are about a badass guy going around and killing monsters and wizards and shit. So,
and wizards?
Yeah. Well, he fights the
mages.
Fucking same shit. Goes around.
Get your lore accurate, Brady.
Shut the fuck up, Landon! I've only seen the movie and played 10 minutes of The Witcher 2! I specifically didn't play more of The Witcher 2 because I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
That's why you keep on playing it. You'll establish it over time.
But like, I was also like 10 and I didn't like the way the game played.
Yeah, The Witcher 2 game. The gameplay I heard. It doesn't kick good until the third one. There's only a third one.
Yeah, because they made Cyberpunk. Dead.
Mad.
Yeah. Cyberpunked, more like cyber these nuts. Oh, I have to take a shit.
Stats only shots. Oh yeah, thank you for understand this. Okay. Weird, because like, you got a different interpretation of what I do.
Yeah, what'd you get, Landon? Let me guess, no bitches?
I kind of got the interpretation that this was like an actual decently well done.
Oh, I thought it was
in
good. I
first
just didn't
fantasy.
understand anything. But
Just-
I'm also a dummy dumb who has like a bunch of shit on his mind right now. From like, I basically watched this movie in between working on scripts for videos. So that probably didn't help.
Okay.
I will say.
Yeah, I thought it'd open up pretty well because it actually does.
Oh no, I liked the opening. I was like, oh, this guy's cool. He killed that thing. But then it talking, he's like, oh, what? It talked? Nani? I was like, why is that a big deal? He's like, they don't talk. And I'm like, well, I didn't know that they don't talk.
And neither did I.
Yeah, and that's, I don't know. I just think it would have been better if we had, like, seen a monster before that didn't talk, and then when that one talked, it would have been like,
This is a movie. They don't have the runtime for that.
They could have made a half an hour longer movie.
It seems like a lot of effort just for a monster to talk.
I don't know. I could have expanded on other stuff. Too blanden, claddy back.
I mean, they were expanding on the war, even though it's like very much hinted at throughout the entire series. The war between elves and humans and distrust. It's pretty blatantly obvious.
Distrust.
Even the distrust for witchers. Almost to the point where it's hitting you over the head that they all hate each other.
I bet they do. These are all bitches. Hee hee ha.
And this is sort of, the whole point of distrusting this. I don't get how you didn't get that part. Well,
No, I mean, I got it. I figured it out. I just think it would have made it better if I had, like, kind of known going in.
I don't think it would. I think it would have got the same experience out of it.
But you're a dum-dum, Landon.
Why?
I don't know. And I've had a hell of a day. A hell of a day. I've been running around since I woke up. Been doing this and that. And then I had to
What?
do the movie.
Why do you rush through to do these episodes like the last minute?
Well, because I'll forget if I read it, if I watch the shit sometime in the week that's not the day before.
Well, why not just watch it multiple times a week?
Because I get bored of it.
You're gonna miss details on it though. Just watch it at least like once on a Monday and then watch it the same day.
So you want me to watch? All right. So next thing we'll watch, I'll watch all of everything every day of the week, and I'll come in tired and not wanting to talk about it, unless it's Mob Psycho 100 season 2, because I could watch that shit all the time. I landed after we watched season 1. I watched season 2, and then the rest of season 3 again, and then I rewatched the show again. It's pretty great, Landon. I don't know what we're gonna do next week, by the way.
You don't have anything planned out?
I want to do Mob Psycho season 2, but at the same time, When did we say we were going to do the podcast? On was it on Thursday next week or? Yeah, because Friday is the 24th, right? No, Friday's the 26th. We'll just do it on Friday, if you can. Friday the 23rd.
No, Friday is the 23rd.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I checked. So we could do it Friday, cause that on Thursday the 22nd, is the last episode of Mob Psycho 100.
I do not care, but alright.
It's the last episode, but I don't know if I want to talk about the show because I feel like I'm gonna cry at the end of the last episode, Landon.
I feel like we should be talking about The Witcher.
But I feel like we should watch Castlevania next week, the first season, which is only 4 episodes. Castlevania.
You haven't really contributed anything to the Stomp.
I haven't. The animation was good. The voice acting was good.
And yet you're wondering why we don't get YouTube because we suck.
Shut the fuck up, Landon. That's part of our charm.
It's not part of our charm if it doesn't work.
It'll work.
This is pretty horrible charm.
Work, schmirk, Landon. Unlike you, I'm actually a gamer.
That makes me thankful not to be one.
Shut the fuck up, Landon. God, I thought we were friends, Landon.
I thought we were talking about The Witcher and you're turning into Mob Psycho 100 and Castlevania.
Castlevania.
And other shows that you wanted to watch for future episodes.
Uh-huh. It pays to be prepared. This is the only time we talk about the week.
Because I'm busy the rest of the week.
Exactly. So get good.
Why does that involve me getting good then?
Because I'm already the best around. I know that because no one's going to keep me down.
Didn't you just continue last week that you suck at first-person shooters?
I don't. Well, I mean, I suck at every game, but yeah. I'm bad at literally everything. So, don't worry about it. Step 1, deep cock. Step 2, profit.
Oh, is that what you're playing?
No, actually, right now I'm playing Minecraft. I should be playing deep cock though. Or Fortnite. I'm on my computer. I need to finish this Minecraft map by Sunday, which leaves today and tomorrow, but I don't know what to build, and I'm not in the mood to build.
I feel like you should also just establish what game you were talking about before Fortnite.
What? Oh, Deep Cock?
Yeah, people won't know they
The Deep Cock Galactic? My favorite game ever. You can build pipeline through native land in that game.
Wait, did you just say pipelines through native land?
Yes, because it's actually one of the missions. It sounds worse when I say it like that, but it's
Yes, it does.
It's you're pumping like oil out of the ground on the planet that you're technically invading and stealing resources from. So it doesn't sound better the way I describe it, but they're mutant bug monsters that try to eat you. So you're a dwarf. You're greedy. No one said you're a good guy. It's just a fun game. Get to kill the locals, flamethrowers and gas and saws, bombs, machine guns, rockets.
I was
turrets.
the last person long. I didn't know that.
Other stuff too, probably. team won.
I feel like you should explain why you don't like The Witcher as much as you should. Besides not understanding the point, even though
I don't know. I think
you know everything in this movie, I feel like you just
I don't know. I think
understands already in the movie.
I think the thing is just the characters didn't make the strongest impression on me as I was reading. It's like I liked a lot of them fine, but I wouldn't say I was overly attached or kind of endeared to any of them. Like, they all had distinct personalities, which was good, and their dialogue was okay. But
I guess that is fair.
It honestly just the writing felt like to me the writing felt a lot like they took what should have been like a series and kind of condensed it, and then didn't really expand on a lot. Like, if this had been like maybe a 4 or 8 episode, like 8 30-minute episodes on in a show or whatever, right? I think you could have given us a lot more time to breathe and understand more of the world, and because it's like basically the whole movie kind of feels like they're fast tracking the story to me. Like, it should have been longer. Because I like at the end, it's like, oh no, all the guys are dying. But I didn't particularly care about any of them. It's like, I didn't give a shit that all the Witchers were dying.
I guess that is true. That would
because it's like, oh, all the Witchers are dying. I don't know. They don't seem like good people. Like, do I have a reason to not want them dead?
Okay. This is better. You're actually elaborating on why you don't like it and which part you didn't understand.
It's like, I don't know. And honestly, it's probably because I'm comparing it to Castlevania so much.
You being an actual TV series with time to build up characters.
Yeah. I like Castlevania, Landon. Fucking sue me. It had similar potential that Castlevania did, but it just because like the way it was framed is that, you know, because there's sorry. There's you know, there's several ways you could frame things, but it's like the way this movie had to be done is the ending. Like, you can't have, because okay, as someone who didn't play the Witcher games or seen the shows or anything, I didn't know that the Witchers were basically a dead order of people, right? At the end. Like, when, oh shit, they all died. Right? They all got dead, buried, super dead. They're like the deadest you could ever be dead, right? Except for like 5 of them. Or, yeah, 5 of them.
I guess that part wouldn't make as much of an impact if you didn't play any of the other stuff.
It's like, I was like, oh, okay, all the Witchers are dead. But it's like, oh, wait, no, never mind. All the Witchers aren't dead. There's some that are still alive. Okay, cool. I don't... And then they, like, name drop, like literally the ending of the fucking thing is them name dropping the main character of the Witchers stuff, right?
Witcher 3.
One
of the main characters, yes.
It seems like it's supposed to be like a, oh my god, that's who that was moment, which I think I don't like those at all. I think they're really dumb. Anyways, but I was like, who's that? And then I googled it, and then it's like, oh, okay, I get it. I understand why they ended on that line and not like, all right, kids, I'm gonna teach you how to be the Witcher, and then it'd be like, oh my god, he said the name of the thing. He said the name of the thing.
I'm pretty sure that would have been worse.
What?
That would have been worse.
Oh god, yeah, it's like, it would have been funnier. All right, guys.
You
No,
only said
don't
it wasn't
hesitate.
funnier, so you can
If
make
you
fun of it.
hesitate, you can't become a The Witcher.
Oh, you would say The Witcher.
Yep, a The Witcher.
Did you just say The Witcher?
Yep, on purpose because I thought it'd piss you off. Diamond.
Surprisingly, I feel like I'm trying to blank through and I don't know what to actually specifically talk about. There's nothing I really find too bad about it.
No, I don't.
I don't find anything bad about it.
No, I don't really. I don't really think I didn't dislike the movie, but I also didn't really like it all that much either. I'm like, it was good.
Our opinion's different.
It was good, and then, like I enjoyed what I was watching, and I'm not gonna say I was like, oh, it sucked. It was fine. It was a good watch. It was entertaining enough. Nothing really stuck with me, and I don't know. I might go back to it, but it's not like anything I'm like, oh, I gotta watch that movie again. The yawn was not part of that. Supposed to be part of that. I just yawned. Maybe if I ever play the Witcher games, I'll go back and be like, nah. But none of the characters.
I found this is maybe like one of the better stuff we actually reviewed.
I mean, yeah, because we reviewed a lot of garbage.
Like, I found this better than Mob Psycho.
Well, yeah, because Mob Psycho 100 Season 1 is actually kind of mid. After rewatching in Season 2 and then Season 1 again, it's like night and day on how much better Season 2 is. And 3 as well. 3 is fucking stellar.
I feel like it shouldn't take that long to get a series going.
Well, Season 1 was still good. It's just Season 2 is better.
Yeah.
Hey man, it may not have came swinging out of the park, but at least it got better with time and not worse. Dragon Ball. Naruto. My Hero Academia. Sorry, I got a lot. Phlegm. Oh, The Simpsons, Family Guy.
You do realize none of the series we actually talked about.
Nope, I'm just.
Did you just say My Hero Academia?
Yeah, it got worse with time.
Oh,
Dude, I fell off. I watched up to United States of Smash and then tried getting in the next season when it came out. Tried rewatching this show and I'm like, this is kind of stupid. I also
which
think.
Which season did you get to?
I got Season 4. Started Season 4 and then I quit.
Yeah.
Hero Killer Stain was the most interesting part of the story. I think part of the reason why I disliked it. I liked it a lot the first time, but I feel like the second time I tried to watch it was after I watched Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, One Punch Man, Full Metal Alchemist, Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Mob Psycho, Devil's Part-Timer, basically a bunch of way better shows, and then tried to go back and I was like, it's kind of basic, which is it's like, as a Dragon Ball fan, part of the appeal of the show is a lot of people criticize the show now for being really basic and doing all of the shonen tropes, but it gets a pass because it started the tropes. It did them first. They set the trend, not followed it like so many other series tried to and failed. I don't know, I just didn't particularly care for My Hero Academia.
That's fair enough.
It's very
I
overhyped.
thought it was
It
alright.
was fine.
Not one of my top 10, but it's actually something I'd watch.
I don't know. I couldn't go back to it. Maybe one day I'll give it a proper review, maybe even on this podcast. But right now, it's nothing I'm interested in anymore. Like, I can't really say it was bad. I just found it really basic and boring. One Piece is better. But even then, I'm reading JoJo right now. I don't think I told you. I'm reading Steel Ball Run for my first time. Completely blind. And while reading Steel Ball Run, I really drew an appreciation for... I think, Landon, if we do JoJo on the podcast, we're going to have to do it in the manga. Because I think... I mean, I love the anime adaptation a lot. That's how I first viewed it, and I think I could go either way depending on how I'm feeling that day. But while reading Steel Ball Run, I kind of I realized something, especially with modern One Piece and a lot of other, artists, is Araki gives so much room for his art to breathe. Like, half of the story is told not through the dialogue but through the visual. With One Piece, there's in the modern era, there's so many crowded panels and text boxes covering up all of the artwork to where there's barely anything on the page, and all of the story is done through just people talking and saying things. They're not... I feel like Oda isn't using the manga medium to the full advantage anymore like he used to. I mean, Araki is, 60-something now? Or 50? Yeah, he's like 62, 63, I think. And he's been doing this for, almost, for 35 years. 35 years this year. It was JoJo specifically. He was doing manga before this. And I think he's gotten better with time, drawing-wise anyway. I have heard very mixed things about Part 8. A lot of people did not like it. But Steel Ball Run has been so fucking good so far. Landon, spoilers for JoJo Part 7. They're finding the corpse parts of Jesus H. Christ. Jesus appears to Johnny Joestar. What, Landon?
I can't stop listening.
You little bitch! I was talking about the manga as a medium.
You're talking about JoJo.
Not only JoJo, but I was using JoJo as an example.
Yeah, that's sort of when I started zoning out.
You dumb bitch. I'm not repeating myself, fuck it.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll just talk about it in like a JoJo video or something.
Yeah.
We'll eventually do the
JoJo.
JoJo
This is
manga.
going to be a topic I'm going to make us go back to.
What is that?
No, Nightmare Wolf.
Oh.
Maybe when we actually do other stuff.
I don't have much to talk about.
Yeah, I guess neither do I, but... Maybe we can do a TV series and actually complain about the storyline.
You want to watch something bad?
What?
I don't know many bad shows. If I'm being honest.
Well, The Witcher is sort of good, yet also pretty bad.
I don't know. Well, I
Especially
don't know
TV
any of the
fans, 'cause it
source
doesn't-
material.
I'm talking about the TV show. You haven't watched the TV show.
Yeah, I know.
You don't need the source material for the
Well,
TV show.
if the
source
TV
material
show
in
is
the
what?
TV show.
What if I
You
end up
can argue about
liking
the
the
TV
show, Landon?
Then you can dive deeper into the source material.
Then I can die on my hill where I stand. You know what I have? I have a controversial opinion, Landon.
What?
I have more fun watching Full Metal Alchemist 2003 than Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah.
I completely understand why Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the better story, more fully realized characters. I just prefer watching 2003. I think it's more fun.
Mm.
They have Nazis in the movie.
Is that only reason why?
No, but I love Maze Hughes. You know, he's like, you know, everybody loves him. He's so kind and shit. You know, in the alternate universe that Ed travels to at the end of Full Metal Alchemist 2003, they meet an alternate universe version of Maze Hughes, who is a Nazi. And
No?
he's and then they travel through the portal into the Edward world in a Zeppelin, and they start fighting and shit. Yeah, alternate universe Edward Elric died in a Zeppelin crash.
Mm.
That part took place in World War One, though.
Yeah, I'm definitely making this come back to the topic. Since we're always on off topic. So, basically, is that Roy Mustang you're talking about?
No, Roy Mustang is Fire Guy. No, Edward.
Okay, so who's the Nazi?
Maze Hughes. He was the really nice guy who was obsessed with his kid.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he's a Nazi in the alternate universe. There is no alternate universe Mustang. There was an alternate universe Edward Elric, but he died. A Zeppelin fell on his head and exploded. And then they fought like this lady Dante, and then Ed like transmuted himself back through the portal and got his body back, and then died, and then Al got his body back in the movie and was real depressed, and didn't remember anything that he did with his brother, and then he like transmuted himself into some armor again, and then at the end, after they defeat the evil lady who's trying to conquer Shambhala, which is the ultimate world, by using Envy as a dragon in like a circle with Hohenheim. Turns out Envy is actually its brother in this one, and then at the end after like Mustang goes blind or some shit. No, I don't remember what happened to Mustang. He lives up in the mountains now. He shows up at the end, you know, catches a ride on the Zeppelin that's invading the Edward, the Full Metal Alchemist world, and then they blow it up, and then Hitler gets arrested and shit, and then they go back, and then at the end, Ed and Al are now stuck in the human world, and they're going out exploring. We should watch Conqueror of Shambhala sometime. It was wild. It was also really good. Like, it wasn't like amazing, but it was like super stupid and fun to watch. And then they made a dumb Brotherhood movie that really sucked. I used to do a thing every summer where I would just watch a bunch of animes. You get to like 2 or 3 shows a day sometimes. Then I watch one big show. I
remember that.
Yeah, my first year, I watched Death Note, Fullmetal Alchemist, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, some other stuff. I think Mob, One Punch Man. I had seen Devil's a Part-Timer before that. I'd seen others, and then I don't know. I saw some other shit. It was summer of grade 8, I think, or like the summer between grade 8 and 9 was my first anime summer. I did it up till summer of grade 10, and then I just kind of, I don't know why. I was just like, I'm tired of watching anime every summer. I'm just gonna watch whatever I feel like. Probably because. So what happened was but my first big show, first like long anime series I watched was Fairy Tail. I actually really liked it the first time I watched it. The first 100 episodes were a slog, and then it got really good at the latter half. And you want to know what I did, Landon? I watched the episodes on YouTube. Shit quality re-uploads of the dub on YouTube. Yeah, that's the kind of anime fan I was when I was back in the day. I'm still deciding on what we should do for next week.
I really don't know.
I know you don't want to
We
do
haven't
anything
even followed this
long,
week's topic
Landon,
at all.
Landon, I'm out of things to talk about with this topic. If you can come up with
Because you only watched it once.
Of course! I'm busy! I've been working on
I'm busy
video.
too. I'm busier than you typically.
I've been working. Well, I'm the one who's been working on all the videos. I have to edit stuff.
That's not really mainly related to the stuff that we actually have on the channel already.
Well, I'm still working on stuff. I have some parodies. I have some skits. I've been working real hard, Landon. I'm feeling pretty. I appreciate it, Landon. I just going and I'm just going and I'm just going and going. Then I gotta film tomorrow all day. And then when I get done, I have to come do Minecraft.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is all stuff you want to do. You don't have a time limit.
I know. I gotta start.
You just set a time limit for yourself.
I know. I have to have one thing done by the 27th. Cause that's when I said I had to have it done. So I had to have it done. I'm working on the not Prevengers, that's a different thing. I'm working on Baz, what is it? Sense of Right Fighters for Justice. Still love that.
I feel like you're losing because of me.
Landon, I feel like I'm losing because of me. My brain cells don't exist. I'm tired.
I noticed that.
I'm so tired, Landon. Landon, where's my phone, Landon? What
I don't
am I
know.
doing with my phone? Why don't you know? You should know this by now. It's like, we should like, I don't know.
We should find a consistent topic where I can also join in. And...
One second, I'm
Yeah, I would
farting.
really been able to do that.
So Landon.
Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna drag the topic back to from the knuckles. I don't remember anything from the original ending other than like, oh yeah, they changed Scar and that's it.
Oh, dude. Pride.
So I don't remember anything from the original. I just remember the storyline from Brotherhood.
Yeah. So in the original.
Well, I didn't really watch Brotherhood. I just remember the manga.
Well, Brotherhood and the 2008 version have some similarities, but they like really deviate.
Yeah,
so you know how Father's the main bad guy.
And
Yeah, you know.
then he has no involvement, and then somehow Maria gets involved, even though the series ended and there's no reason for a movie.
Okay. So
That's
how
what
it
I
goes?
remember.
How it goes is, the first like 6 episodes are basically the same. Except that there's like some more stuff.
Yeah,
in
which
some
is
of
what
the
they
in some of the
catch up to in
sections.
the manga, and they
kind of filler.
differentiate
Yeah. So then
after Scar comes in.
Yeah, so then Scar shows
Yeah,
up.
he
turns out
dies
kills-
off.
No, he doesn't. No, shut the fuck up. So after that, so they find out the secret to making Philosopher's Stones and shit from the 5th lab. That's kind of all the same. It's a lot more filler in between it. and there's like these other like fake Elric brothers, and there's this like lady named Dante who like dies or whatever. But she doesn't actually die. She just like keeps stealing other people's bodies. We don't find that out till later. So then, the homunculus are based off of people who were sacrificed to the stones or were sacrificed through human transmutation. So, Wrath is the Fuhrer King Bradley in this universe instead of being he's Pride in this one, he's Wrath in the original. And then Gluttony's the same, Lust is the same, but then there's this water one that's based off of Ed and Al's mom, and I can't remember who she was. Oh, Envy's also the same. I think she was either Pride she was Pride, and then Greed was the baby that their teacher was trying to bring back to life that died, if you remember that. And
I don't remember any of this.
And then Greed had Ed's left and right arm, right? And the gate wasn't like the gate of like knowledge or whatever. It was actually just a portal to Earth, like actual Earth. And then they had this like really gross shot at the end of probably my favorite shot in anything I've ever seen, right? It might be the ugliest thing I've ever fucking seen, but it's so funny. So, you know how in like a talking scene, right? You know, one character would talk, then you would cut to the other person, and their audio would overlap a little bit, and then they would talk, and then it would do that back and forth, right? Or sometimes shoot a wide shot. Imagine! This is like for like 2 minutes straight, right? I'll try to find, if I can find my phone, I'd fucking like try to find the scene on YouTube. But Dante and Ed are talking, right? But in this big room. But instead of having, a normal talking scene, they just have the camera continuously rotating in a circle. So Ed's talking, and he keeps talking as the camera's just panning to the wall, and then you see Dante, and she starts talking, and then it keeps going around, then Ed starts talking again, and it just goes in a circle for like 2 minutes. And it's like the second last episode. It's dumb. But the DVD bonus features are really cool. Fullmetal Alchemist did some really cool DVD bonus features. I saw pirated versions of them online a bunch of years ago, but it was like there was like DVD box sets, and they had some like neat ones where you were like hanging out with the gang, and you were like an alchemist, and you had like powers, and it was all shot in first person, or there was just some like shorts that were kind of cool. There was one that was like an ad for something, a game or some shit, I think. But it took place with like Winry, Ed, and Al, but they were all like kids in the real world in like modern day Japan.
I don't remember any of this.
You wouldn't, because it was all on like the DVDs and shit. It was kind of whack, but it was actually kind of entertaining. But it wasn't actually Winry, Ed, and Al. It was like Ed and Al's like great grandchildren or some shit, because we see like old Ed at the end of the thing, because in that original version he's stuck in our world at the end, because they had to close the gate so they couldn't go back. It was wild. We should probably do Fullmetal Alchemist 2003 at some point.
Maybe. But I feel like we already covered most of this episode on Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we could go more in depth. You know what we should do, though?
You better not say JoJo or Mob Psycho 100 Season 2.
Mob Psycho 100 Season 2 is great, but I'm gonna say, do... Okay. So I have a couple options, right? So, what is, like, the limit of amount of episodes of a show you will watch in a week for the podcast?
12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay.
You didn't say Castlevania.
No, Castlevania has 4 episodes in the first season. But they're like 4, like 30, 40-minute episodes. But...
What are you going to do? Full Metal Alchemist?
No. I was going to say this, actually. So what if... Hear me out here. What if... Okay. So... I have a couple ideas. So we could either do Mob Psycho 100 Season 2 for next week. Mob Psycho 100 Season 2, the first 12-ish episodes of Steins Gate. Let me address the elephant in the... Hi, Coctor! Welcome to the Tan-Gentalmen podcast. I'm your host, the Bardmeister, and this is my co-host, blanden. We were supposed to be talking about Witcher.
But Brady changed
the Nightmare of the Wolf. But I don't have much to say about that. So I'm asking
Even
Landon,
though you should just talk about the movie.
What the fuck? What am I gonna say? I like the part where the guy did the flip and stab that other guy.
The moral of the movie.
I don't. It's your movie choice, Landon. It was good. I still have a lot to say about it.
We only have a lot to say when movies are bad.
Honestly, yeah. Or they're whatever. Well, we didn't have much to say about Kung Fu Panda 3. Either.
Well, we did. We compared it to other stuff that was better.
Like Kung Fu Panda 2. Kung Fu
Yes,
Panda 1.
Kung Fu Panda 1.
How to Train Your Dragon. How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Yes.
Did I?
And then we compared to the third one and how forgettable that one was, and you keep on bringing up that one villain.
Yep.
And you won't stop using him as an excuse, like it's the only movie you watched.
Do you want to fucking... Okay. Well, if you... How many... I don't have my phone! Oh my god. I'm going on Google, Landon. I'm going... Okay. Going on YouTube.com. I'm signing into I'm already in the Tan-Gentalmen. Okay. Tan-Gentalmen. I'm going to... Okay. Don't no. Okay, what? Okay, no, this isn't the right one. I know that. What? Oh, right there. That's what I want. Okay. Lannon. How much is it? $14. Oof. Okay. So, okay, my options for next week's podcast. Okay, let me finish that. Alright? Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. Castlevania Season 1. The first 12 episodes of Steins Gate. Or we could finally continue on with the How to Train Your Dragons and do How to Train Your Dragons Riders of Berk Season 1, Part 1, which is 10 episodes.
So I have to buy a bunch of these series to watch it.
Well, it's
Part 2 and just not call it a whole.
Well, it's the whole season, but that's the way YouTube's dividing it up, and it's the only place where I can buy it.
Oh well, that makes sense because YouTube's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's $15 for season 1 for the first
That's
10
gay.
episodes. I know. You can't say
Oh,
that
Netflix
on my
had it.
podcast. But yeah, it's
Can't say what.
nothing. I just can't say YouTube's dumb on the podcast. YouTube will get taken down. I'm just kidding. I don't actually give a shit. So the choice is like half yours, Landon, out of my options.
Yes. Wait, which one of those is available on your Crunchyroll thing?
What's available on my Crunchyroll? Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. First 12 episodes of Steins Gate, but not in English, but I don't think you actually care. And
Yeah, I
then...
don't.
And then, first 12 episodes of Steins Gate. First 12 episodes of Steins Gate. And then Mob Psycho 100. Castlevania's on Netflix. And then I could buy. Then I would buy the thingy on the Tan-Gentalmen YouTube account. We could both watch it. The Traveling Dragon, and then
Yeah.
I don't know what
I'll
else.
probably see. I can probably pick it up tomorrow.
I already bought it. It's my week, so I'll pay for it.
Oh no, I mean like for myself on DVD.
Oh, you're gonna buy the DVD?
And half my team just died. Oh fun.
Lucky bitch! I want the DVD.
I don't know. You keep on spending your money.
I have some money left. Okay, I haven't
That's
spent
just
that
a
much on Fortnite. Okay.
Fortnite.
Fortnite pedal pass. I just shit out my ass. What a productive hour of my life.
I mean, we are filming content.
We are filming content. Canyon, my mouse just died. Oh shit. Canyon, if you're watching, you should start cutting up stream highlights. Get the clip of Christopher saying the N-word.
For context, he doesn't actually say the N-word.
It's so funny though. It's so funny.
You're making it sound significantly worse.
But it's so funny, Landon.
That's gonna get us canceled.
It's so funny. He cut off at the perfect time.
It's just on you to his end.
It's so funny.
You're doing so well.
It's so funny, Landon.
Not really, but alright.
I think this. It's so funny though.
That's not something that's actually not gonna get us age restricted. That's the type of humor we need.
Oh, Landon. But we're like, I don't. It's more fun that way.
We're making no money from this series, I can tell you this right now.
That's fine with me, Landon.
Weren't you just saying a few minutes ago you wanted to make money off of this?
Dude, if we can make the YouTube monies, that'd be great. But if not, it's more fun.
We are definitely not making YouTube money.
It's
off
just
of
more
this.
fun hanging out with you and the boys.
It's only me and you talking on this.
Well, yeah, because we haven't asked anybody else to watch the material.
Because we have nobody else that can actually review them if you're
Kenyon has Netflix.
I mean, to actually review it properly and actually talk about it.
Well, we haven't given them the chance.
I also know these people, so.
Yeah, and Kenyon knows some good shit. He just doesn't watch normal people shows. He watched Power Rangers and Transformers.
Well, I mean, he also doesn't really talk.
No, he doesn't. He has to hold his microphone up to his mouth like this in order for him to be picked up.
This is going to horrible. At least we're adding humor and someone's finding it funny.
Yeah. The Cockmeister is finding it fucking hilarious. Cockmeister. The Cockinator.
I feel like you just stroked his ego, and I don't even know this guy.
He's the Cockinator. He's Coctor Otto Octavius.
I fucking wish I was that smart, dude.
Dude, I just watched the first episode of the new Sonic cartoon on Netflix, and Tails is called Nine in the alternate universe, and he has Otto Octavius. He's Dr. Octopus arms. He has the tentacles. He has 5 tentacles.
It's just been green.
Yeah.
Must be ghost.
No, it's just that stuff. Just go away. I'm podcasting. Bring me a Powerade, actually. I wonder if you'll actually bring me a Powerade. But he's like kind of sick, actually.
What were we talking about?
I don't know.
I zoned out for a second and got lost, and there's something about Powerade.
My brother came in my room, and then I told him to go get me a Powerade, and I wonder if he'll actually do it. Probably won't. But.
What were you talking about before?
I was talking about Tails having Dr. Octopus arms in the new Sonic show, Sonic Prime. Watched the first episode of my little cousins. They showed up today. That's why I was late. Then I had to find my mic. Yeah, I can't do it. Switching games real quick, one sec. Just close Minecraft. Load up.
I don't know why I'm playing competitive while talking about this.
Why are you playing Overwatch in general? You're always like, oh, I can't play Overwatch. Will I play? Will I do podcast? That's why I stopped.
I mean, now
Such
I
a
can
bad
because I'm
fucking
playing healer.
game.
I'm playing healer competitive. I don't know why.
Why?
Well, because I'm healer. It's a pretty mindless job. Other than damage and other ones.
Cringeinator.
Just stay in the back lines and hope your teammates don't make stupid decisions.
Haha, impossible.
I'm noticing that as a healer.
Rise and shine.
Hey, Cock, you want to play some DRG?
I was just probably thinking about getting off.
And get off.
Honestly,
Okay.
it's 12:05 for me.
Oh yeah, I
Sorry.
forgot you're late. Cringe.
Yeah. Shut up.
Fine. God. I'm
I'll
gonna
see you later.
promote my gunner before you. Ha ha. Bye.
Don't
I
care.
disappear. Why are we
Later,
in the outside of their
Cockmeister.
spawn?
And that was the Cockinator. Yeah.
Wow, the Reaper really doesn't like me.
You could branch out. I don't know. Depending on what you pick, I want next episode we do. Not the next one. Maybe not the one after. But one of the episodes in the new year in January, we're gonna have a special guest on. That's like, I don't know. That's gonna have watched part of the thing.
Might I get a message on who this special guest is?
I was hoping to invite my friend Small.
Ah.
She is very
So you want to
funny.
make us look less sexist.
What? Oh, it landed! What the fuck are you saying, less?
Gotta wait for the recharge.
No, I just think she'd be funny on the
I don't know
podcast.
this personnel, so
she wants to be on the podcast. I brought it up to her, and she's like, "Without me?" That's the number one reaction I get when I'm like, "Oh, by the way, I have a podcast now."
Wally, over here.
They're like, "How dare you not invite me to be on your podcast?"
Everybody want to do a podcast with you?
Everybody wants to be on the podcast, Landon.
Why? We're not interesting.
We're interesting.
And we don't even interview people very well. We talk about uninteresting movies. And we're not even consistent.
Now we read the manga.
We're not really good.
Landon, shut your damn mouth. Okay, we'll be good by September.
Are you just hoping that so we can actually do Fire Song with justice?
Yes.
Like how we did it the first time?
Yeah, I wanted. Yes, exactly. I'm gonna buy a copy of that fucking book.
Dude.
Terrain Scanners.
Didn't you also want to do Indian Horse too?
I do, because one of them is really good. Remember our conclusion?
The flares are recharging.
Read
Just
Indian
read
Horse.
Indian Horse and just, if you want to make fun of something, just read Fire Song.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, Landon, I'm reading Steel Ball Run, as I said, JoJo Part 7, which takes place in 1890 United States. And I don't know, I'm genuinely curious about this, because in the version I'm reading, which is online, it's not official because there's no official translation yet, right? There's no official translation yet. They refer to they refer to all of the Native Americans as Indians. I get it for like historical accuracy. I'm bringing this up because I wonder if they're going to change it for the official localization, because it's an offensive term, right? And
Well,
I just want to know,
just like more confused, more easier to say Native American.
because like I want to know, because I can't
Which culture you're talking about?
He looks like the most stereotypical native like ever. They're all like, they got like feathers on their heads and the kind of like the face paint and shit, like that's just how they look in the manga. The guy's name is Sandman.
Typical Indian name, I guess.
Yeah, he actually had another name that was like Running Man or whatever. And shit, I don't know. It was like, it's also funny because they refer to in the thing, they're like, his tribe like hates him because he read the Bible and stuff, and they're like, these are the white man's books. They try to kill him for it and everything. That's the first thing that happens in the part, and I was just not expecting it.
I want to read JoJo. I want to read that JoJo now.
Read fucking.
Yeah, because of that.
Read like the first chapter of part. I'll send you the link to the website I'm using after.
Nah, we'll do it for a future episode.
Well, yeah, like probably a year or two from now, because it's JoJo's part 7. He's not even the main.
I'll learn Japanese by then. Japanese, I can read it.
He's not even. There'll probably be an official localization, hopefully, or the anime will start hearing. But like, I'm just genuinely wondering if they're going to change or if they're going to censor it, because I feel like part of it's done for historical accuracy, because that's what they were called at the time, right?
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to censor it for political accuracy.
But I don't know. I feel like they might.
Well, it depends on actually who's producing it. Is it like Crunchyroll, Funimation?
I don't think it's Funimation. It's honestly, I don't actually remember what the logo. Netflix did part 6, so they might do part 7.
They might censor it. They will probably force to censor it.
Like, I don't know who's
Crunchyroll
gonna do it.
maybe.
And
I don't know which series actually got away with like interspecies series or something.
So, like, I'm thinking there was Funimation.
I think they were made allowed.
So, I'm thinking what we should do. I'm thinking like I'm asking you this because I personally don't really have that much of an opinion. I think historical accuracy is always better. It makes me I feel more engrossed in the story if they actually use like the phrases and things of the time. That's just me. Like I'm wondering, would you prefer it if it was historically accurate or if it was changed for modern sensibilities?
You know what? Modern sensibilities sounds like a thing to deal with. I just rather have historically accurate.
Okay.
Every time, okay, I'm sorry, I just can't help but think of like the one Looney Tunes thing where he's like in a fort and he's supposed and Bugs Bunny is shooting Native Americans.
Yeah.
And he just singing. I think he's saying a slur. He's going one riddle, two riddle, three riddle. Oh no, that's a half breed.
Sean.
Finish them.
That's fucking funny.
I want to. I'm gonna
try to find that. But yeah, then there's I don't know. There's like one of my favorite movies of all time is Django Unchained. To like all of the acting, the cinematography, that fucking movie was fucking. It was stellar. It was amazing. Right? Like genuinely amazing. And I think part of the reason why, like part of what sells that movie is like just
yeah, okay, sorry. This is it.
It was definitely a movie.
Just back to figure. Sorry, that's too funny to me.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's an actual Looney Tunes comic way back then.
That's amazing.
They actually released that. They can't get away with it now.
No, but like that's part of what makes it funny now.
Wally!
And that really is it.
Rare event?
Help me mind this.
So funny.
Oh my god. But like part of I think what made Django Unchained so much of like just a good movie was like that the performances and the writing, the acting, like everything was stellar. Like I could fully believe because it's like in like the movie is like all rooted in actual like historical events, and I mean the movie's about slavery and racism and killing people.
Yeah, it's based around historical events, which is keyword based. It's like once you watch a movie, like oh yeah, this is slightly easy to believe that it's not real.
Yeah, no, like when I first watched it, I was so shocked at the amount of times they used like the N-word and stuff. And then I'm like on my second watch through, kind of knowing that, I was like, this makes so much sense because they're like
add a lot more of an impact to it.
Yeah, I can
on behalf of culture, but
because it's like because now like knowing because you know we're all kind of taught like the impact of that word, like what it means, what it was used for. So then seeing it thrown around so casually in the movie is like really impactful because it's like there was a time when this kind of stuff was okay, and that's really fucked. At least that was my take.
There's still a lot of stuff now that are okay. That's really messed up.
Oh god, yeah. But it's like really good movie. If you have not seen Django Unchained, I fucking recommend the absolute shit out of it.
I don't think I fully watched it. I think I watched part of it and then I went to go do other
Dude,
stuff.
my mom thought it was Rango.
Watching it. The kids movie?
I was like, Mom, we should watch Django Unchained. It's a really good movie. She's like, it was actually the first time we watched it. I'm like, this movie looks great. And then she's like, "Oh, isn't it? Have we seen this, right?" It's like, you know, someone with the Johnny Depp, he's the lizard. And I'm like, no, it's not Rango. It's, you thought I was talking
totally different tone
about.
from the movie.
Imagine Rango Unchained. It's fucking funny. I'd watch it.
We'd probably make it.
Let's make Rango Unchained.
What are we supposed to say? Are we gonna replace it with Native Americans? Because you can get away with that with me?
Yeah. Johnny Depp is the lizard guy, Rango, and he gets unchained or something. I don't know.
Oh, I did too late.
We'll make the funny one. We'll make the comedy parody of Django. Except that I wouldn't do that because I like Django too much. I feel like that movie deserves a certain amount of respect because it's so fucking good. But I don't know if I would ever actually be able to make a parody of it.
Well, I guess it is fair enough. I can't understand not wanting to change something you find that's right.
Like, it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. So it's like, to an extent, I don't want to make fun of it because it's like fucking really good.
Supplies are on the way.
It's also really satisfying to the little people.
Time to restock. Ammo taken. Yes.
I can't save you.
I think probably my favorite scene is at the end when Django's going back to the house after the German guy got killed, his friend or whatever, going to set him free, and then he's like, I'll see you soon in German, and then because he was expecting to die, but he had to get revenge and save his
I did
girlfriend.
Star Wars. Yeah,
But yeah.
I'm still playing competitive.
I almost want to do Django sometime on the podcast, but at the same time, I don't think I could do it justice.
I mean, this is why we need experience and actual.
Maybe one day.
Good movies.
That'll be our 100th
Because we can't review
episode
good movies because we suck at reviewing good movies. We only criticize and complain.
Well,
That's nearly our branding at this point.
I think we did pretty well when talking about Kung Fu Panda and Kung Fu Panda 2.
I think it was the only good one is probably Kung Fu Panda
Because-
2 and my dad's VTuber one.
That was so fun. No, dude, I talked a lot about
But
I
I
Am
must
Alice.
screw that episode up.
I did a lot of on I Am Alice. Don't forget.
Yeah, but I feel like we both need to actually include both of our opinions to be good, and the only one we actually done that successfully might be Kung Fu Panda 2 or the VTuber one. We don't know my side of the VTuber one because my audio was not
You
included.
didn't include your fucking audio, and I said it too.
I was in the bathroom.
I don't believe you.
I was.
Let's get the minerals.
You should know this by now. I haven't had to leave without saying anything.
Would you say things more so we don't have a repeat?
Wally is on the way. Wait, what is the difference between rock and stone?
Good question. There's just some like neat shit. I don't know. I just like stuff, man. I like that stuff. But what do you think we should do for the podcast next week?
I don't know. We should slowly start with good series that we know are good, but we don't care for.
What?
We can actually get better at doing good podcasts.
Well, in the series that we know are good, that we don't care about. Castlevania is one of the best shows of all time. Season 1 was great, but
It sounds like you care about it too much.
I mean, yeah, but like, what don't we care about? I mean, why would we talk about it? Well, I don't want to talk about an objectively good series. I want to talk about something interesting or something that, like there's a lot of I feel like there's more objectively good series than objectively bad series. The big difference is, I think, there's no point in talking about something unless you actually care about it.
That is true.
Like, what's the point of us reviewing a show neither of us have any interest in watching? It's like, yeah, it was great. All the writing was fine, but if in the end neither of us want or like it, then what's the point of doing it on the podcast? Like, Domestic Girlfriend is probably our best example. Is like, to an extent,
Something both interesting.
to an extent, it's really good, but it's also really trashy at the same time.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's so... Oh, man, I cannot wait to do more of that.
Yeah. I mean, you can also, buy it and do it for your own sake, right?
I will. But I feel like watching... Because I'm going to be busy, like, all next week, so it's harder for me to sit down and read than it is to it's harder for me to sit down and read and than it is to, like, just sit down and watch an episode of a show or two or whatever throughout the week. Landon, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I have to go poopy. I've been holding it in for like an hour and a half, but I can't do it anymore. I feel it in my bowels. I'll be right back.
That's around the same time we started streaming. We are already late. You could have just delayed it.
Entertain the audience while I'm gone.
That's what I'm going to try and do. But I guess it does bring up a valid point about us trying to do shows we actually do like. Listen, are people just interested in the word podcast? It seems like a lot of people are actually interested in it. There's no reason for people to be interested in it. Got the most healing out of everybody. More healing and damage, and you got more healing and kills than the other. Okay, that's always comforting. What are we supposed to stream? I always ask this question, but this is under. No, actually, there's nothing for today. Okay. I should be adding more, putting more content into this channel after I finish all my online classes. I haven't given much of a big pain to deal with. Oh, that's the one he did. Oh, you actually put an exclamation mark there. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Actually, my voice, that's an issue. Yes. How am I supposed to add on? Yeah. You're awesome. Why does our tank do nothing? Yeah.
I see that you're not entertaining the podcast while I'm gone.
I have no idea what to talk about.
You just
This
like
episode hasn't really been going very well.
and
For me, at least. I don't know what to talk about. I'm not an interesting person.
you just go, you
I
guys.
can't provide commentary on what I'm doing because it's not showing my screen.
Mmm.
I feel like I start ready to know what to talk about when we're using our bathroom breaks.
Yeah, you probably should.
Also, is there a way to pull up YouTube chat?
Yeah.
YouTube live chat? Because I can't do that on mobile.
You should be able to. I can.
On mobile?
Yeah. You just go to the video. And then just like open the chat to the side.
I killed the loot bug, and I'm not so proud of it.
I gotta
100% on iOS.
on for next week's episode I'm gonna set up my setup to where I can view chat easier.
You can get more than one screen?
Yes. I'm gonna set up a second TV.
Oh, I thought you meant monitor.
I don't have a
Or
monitor.
fancy.
Landon, I don't have a desk. I'm using a foldable dining table.
Flares ain't ready. I die a little inside every time I have to take out a loot bug.
Oh man, dude, that was a pain. Also, we had some pretty good commentary on Domestic Girlfriend.
Well, nothing that interesting.
Well, because nothing super interesting happened. Also, then I feel like you're way too
other
cynical
than,
about.
double suicide. Also, I was wrong about that. They were trying to kill themselves.
Yes, they were. Landon,
It's a really chaotic series.
I feel like you're way too cynical about about the podcast and stuff. Like you're
Yeah, but-
you're judging us not. The number one thing this podcast has to do is be entertaining, right?
We aren't good at that yet.
I think I find us entertaining.
Yeah, you do, but most people do.
How do you know? No one watches this.
I'm pretty sure someone's watching it right now.
That'd be sick if they were. If it's not Kenyan.
Yeah, friends messaging me. Yeah, it's not Kenyan. Friend of
Oh
mine.
my god. They watched 10 minutes of silence while I went to take shit. But it's
Well,
like.
They were trying to find a link to your show. But it's alright. They went off.
But it's like. I find us entertaining, and that's the number one person I'm trying to entertain is me. Because if I'm entertained,
That sounds destined.
at
to
least
fail.
one other person is going to be entertained.
That's a decent.
Because I'm not doing
I guess
this.
that sort of is true.
I'm not doing this for other people. I'm not doing this to, for any other reason other than I'm having fun doing it. Like, if I wasn't having fun doing this, I wouldn't be doing this every week. Simple as that. So as long as I'm having fun and we're still doing the podcast, I feel like, at least to some people, it's going to be entertaining. We can't appeal to everyone, but we'll appeal to most people. Not even most people. Hell, even just a niche
I guess the only
audience. I
thing
don't
that
really
really could bank on is them realizing we're genuine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hide my opinions about anything, because what's the fucking point? It's no fun. It makes for better discourse that way. We have no reason to say things in a specific way, because we're not bogged down by like sponsors and stuff. We're just two dudes on the YouTubes
Yeah.
doing what we normally do, dude.
Yeah, it doesn't show up for me.
I would love to just bust out my phone, but I don't know what to do with my phone. Let me try busting it out on my iPad instead before it dies. The Tan-Gentalmen. the first thing that pops up when I type in the Tan-Gentalmen, I have it all as one word in my type though, is The Legend of the Magic Pants, episode 729 of the Rooster Teeth podcast. I used to watch the Rooster Teeth podcast, but I don't even know how. I seriously don't know how they're still in business at this point. No wonder.
No.
Oh.
Hello.
You're reviewing the competition?
No. Oh well, I mean, I could go in depth on what I think about Rooster Teeth now, but I bought their I bought the Chewing Monopoly. I don't regret that though.
What Monopoly?
Achievement Hunter. No. Oh well, I mean, I could go in. Ah, well, I busted out the chat. They said it was MBB Lulu. Hello, yes, I am one viewer. That's what they said, but they're not here anymore. Landon, just go to the comments on the video, basically. At least that's what worked for me.
Yeah, it doesn't show up on you when you're on the website.
I just see. Well, I'm on the app and I can see it. I just typed penis in the chat.
Yeah.
I'll keep the chat open on my iPad. I do have to get the chat ready though. But yeah, now I'm the only one watching. Probably turn off the audio. I'm gonna have to close it because my iPad's gonna die. I lost my phone trying to find my microphone, man.
You lost your phone trying to find your microphone.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Also, I might only be on for another 20 minutes.
That's fine. I mean,
I've been up since 5:30 or 5:20.
I'm gonna have to. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to bed
But then
soon.
you have to get up early.
I have to get up tomorrow as well. I have a busy day of making videos for the Tan-Gentalmen YouTube channel. Then you should make some YouTube shorts or something.
Yeah, but I'm still busy with physics.
Just take 10 seconds out of your day, film your computer screen, have like a stick figure go. Boobies.
Ready to blow!
That's
Why don't you do that then?
Because I have time to put more effort in.
Swarm detected. Buggerman, get ready.
Also, it doesn't seem like the type of content we actually do on this show.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I want to start talking about games and stuff more. If you were more knowledgeable on the subjects, I would love to just review like certain consoles and stuff.
Okay, that sounds a little bit out of my area.
Oh, that's so out of your area? Dude. I'd love to do something like that. As a 3DS collector. I'm not even 3DS.
You mean a DS collector?
DS, yeah. I mean, I have more 3DSs than DSs, and I think I like the 3DS more than the DS, but like, god damn, I love them both. I still don't know why I didn't say fuck it and ask my mom for like $20 so I could afford the Zelda DS Lite that they had in PG, dude. I'm gonna beat the shit out of myself for that for a while. I want to collect all the colors and all of the different special editions one day.
It's gonna take a while.
Oh god, yeah.
Especially as time goes on. I would say that, but you know, things are actually starting to become a lot more common right now.
I mean,
The last of the wave is approaching.
I really hope that at some point like I'm missing one. I'm missing the new 3DS XL.
Good shot.
Then I have several. I'm missing a 3DS XL, our new 3DS XL, and then I have every type of 3DS. I already have every type of DS. Only thing is, I need more. I
Why
want
do
to
you
get
need more?
so I want to get so I want to get all of the base colors for
That's
the
how you do it. Drop pod is on
the
the way.
original model 3DS. There's the blue, the black, and the pink. I believe. They're the ones that were made. And then for regular 3DS, I need like the blue. There's like for the 3DS XL, there's like the blue, and then the red variation, I
Drop
think.
pod has arrived. The mule has been called back.
And then plus all of the
Drop pod
different. There's like the
departing in
Pokemon
T-minus 5
ones,
minutes.
and then there's the Pokemon one. There's the I want to get like the Mario and Luigi one.
Not ready. There's recharge.
I
Was
like,
that the Mario and Luigi inside Bowser?
no, there was a. I don't even know if they made an Inside Story DS. I'm pretty sure they made one. I know they made a 3DS one for one of the games releasing. I can't remember which one though.
Go, go,
Then,
go.
so I have the Yoshi one.
That will teach you.
I have the Yoshi one. Some other ones too. It's just like I want more DSs. You know.
Extraction commencing. Good work. The mule's been successfully retrieved.
I don't know what other color variations there are for the for like the 2DS. I lost the bid on the original model DS Mario Red one, and I'm so upset about that.
Original Mario.
So the original model DS, and then there was like a red recolor Mario one, and like limited edition. I missed out on it. My first DS was the special edition Nintendo DSi XL,
Congratulations,
Super
Miner.
Mario Brothers
Proving your worth for the
25th
company,
anniversary.
And management are putting you off for a promotion. Sweet promotion awaits you.
I have I actually have every single so from the year 25 onward, every 5 years I've actually gotten at least one of the special edition release items by Nintendo. Not intentionally, but I got the special DS, then I got the special Mario Pixel Amiibo, the 8-bit Mario Amiibo, and then I got the
Kill, baby.
some other shit. Then I have the Mario 35 or whatever. I got the special edition posters on my Nintendo that are just the original posters, but with other stuff on it.
Bakal!
And I did it.
Did what?
On
Let's
Deep Rock,
rock and
I finally
stone!
have all the gold statues, and I have every single character to Prestige level 1.
I'm ready for my promotion.
That sounds like an important thing I feel like I should care about, but don't.
I'm
Promote
proud
all
of you.
dwarves at
You've
least
done well
once.
for yourself
Congratulations.
since you joined the company.
Thank you. Took
I
me
look forward to
9
joining up with
actual
those scrawny green
real life
bears
days
and
worth
you
of
joined
time.
the dead down in the deeps in short order. However, consider
I
my
don't regret
position
it.
changed.
Like full days? Like
You've grown
24
into your
hours?
role
Yeah.
and have more than proven yourself.
Like,
It's my
not in a
personal
row,
pleasure
but like
to
over the
announce that
last
management
year.
has granted your promotion. Rock and Stone Miner, well done.
Well, also in that time, I promoted my one guy 4 times. Mostly because I like him so much. I
That
don't want
damn
him to play.
galactic isle. It's killing my head.
But now I can play as everything, and I unlocked the second active perk slot for the gunner. I'm just gonna put the taming beast master or whatever it's called. Yeah, beast master.
Nope, that was a bad idea.
Do I have any kind of more perk points to pick yet?
Nothing I can do against the Winston.
I need to do one more industrial sabotage, and then I can unlock the last perk, and I'll have all the perks. I'm gonna do that.
Oh, it would be the first game we review.
If you want to do something easy, Pikmin.
You just want to do Pikmin,
Mission
don't you?
selected
Someone.
and powering up the drop
Kinda.
Get on board, team.
Mostly because Pikmin's really short. Even if you
Really
fail,
slow, just like you are.
even if you fail, we can still talk about it. Landon, do you have a Wii?
Yes.
Okay. Then I can actually lend you Pikmin.
Yeah, it's still gonna be a while until we do that.
I know. I don't have the new Play Control Pikmin. Which is Pikmin 1, but with the Wii point instead of using the stick. Pikmin 3 is the best one.
We've discovered a number of mysterious prospecting facilities.
It lacks
in
a
Huxley.
lot of the charm of the first two,
Deal
but
that data vault
it
will
has
help us
like amazing
extract any
graphics and
information,
also the best gameplay.
destroy the operations and appropriate that data for ourselves.
Oh, I'm not doing fossils. Fuck that. I'm just like I don't know. I just like I like games. Yeah, if at some point. Oh, there's a nemesis in here somewhere. That's not great for me. I mean, I am only on Has 1, so it's not really a threat, but like... Yeah, they added an enemy in the... Not this update that we're on, but the one prior to this. Well, there's an enemy called a nemesis. And it's like a robot guy that like wanders the caves, mimicking the sound of downed dwarves. And then it's really slow, but it has like the second or third highest damage output in the game, and it can grab you from like a couple meters away and like toss you around, and it'll like insta kill you if it does. It's also like got insane armor. And also, it doesn't have any ranged attacks, luckily. Then after you kill it, it like explodes. It like explodes and shoots out a bunch of mines that you have to dodge. It's pretty lit. I'd definitely like to review this game, but I know you probably wouldn't like it, mostly because it's not competitive. And it's a purely co-op, you know, PvE, first-person shooter.
And I feel like my goal is towards it.
Yeah. I think it's a good podcast game, though. Like right now I'm just playing it on Has 1.
Hate to wait for flare charges. Go ruin someone else's picnic.
It's so bad.
It's not really good, it just keeps on targeting me.
Oh, I forgot that I'm gunner for a second there, if I'm being honest. I tried to microwave something, but I don't have my microwave gun. I have my pistol.
This is the podcast.
What?
This is the longer podcast episode.
Honestly, no, this is kind of just chatting now. I don't know, I got tired and had to go poop. I don't know, I had fun. Like, that's like the main thing is, as long as we're having
Probably
fun
would
with
have
it.
more fun if we actually focus on topic a bit more.
But this was, it wasn't like there just wasn't anything that really stood out with the movie that we picked this time. Like, it was good, I just couldn't really come up with anything to talk about.
I guess there is no major underlying theme.
No, it was just kind of, honestly, for me, it was more of just like a entertaining popcorn flick with some great action, enough stuff to like get you through the movie. I think it was just okay. It wasn't anything amazing.
I thought it was really good.
I wouldn't say
I
really
thought it was
good.
like one of the better stuff we actually reviewed on this podcast.
Well,
Check out
listen,
the-
Landon, when we review just basically turds, it's not that hard.
Go patrol in hell.
We do, I mean, all we really do is like kind of mediocre or bad stuff.
That's easier to talk about.
I don't know. I wouldn't say easier. I'd just say more fun to
I
talk
mean, I
about.
find it easier to talk about.
I find, well, it's also more fun to talk about because we can just rip on stuff. I mean, other times there's like I still think my favorite episode that we've done so far is I Am Alice. Purely
I don't
because
remember if I said much or not.
you didn't say
I
like
mean, that's
anything.
probably
Activate the hacking
Mostly
drone
because
when ready.
I did all the work on that one, but it was my takeaway was that it had so much potential to be really good, but it was wasted. I think like it was really entertaining. Like I had a lot of fun reading it,
I'm activating the hacking drone.
but it's like
I that's that person.
I wish it was
Hacking
better.
drone is hacking away. Keep it safe, team.
Ah,
Yeah, I think my go-to podcast game from now on is probably going to be Deep Rock, just playing on Hasbro or whatever. It's chill, and I can progress my characters and stuff. I'm just trying to get the last perk. See what my engineer or something.
damn robots. This is our turf.
That's that over.
Shoot to kill.
Alright.
You see? But
This is a great episode of the podcast. Hope you all enjoyed.
we
Oh,
will review.
dude, I
We'll
see
start getting
the.
in the
I
future.
opened up chat again. Oh, yes, it is expensive hobby. Fuck! Why? I'm bad at. Oh man. It said it. Oh man, everything. I'm bad at podcasting.
What?
The other person was in the chat, but it was like not saying they were in the chat on my thing. Oh man. Oh, shuckaroonies. Till I checked on OBS, it wasn't coming through my iPad. So I had it like kind of open, hoping it would die. Fuck! Oh man. Oh jeez. We should definitely. Next podcast episode, I'm gonna have the chat open the entire time. I fucking promise, Landon. Because now I'm sad.
You cut out. Start at least. What?
I said next episode of the podcast, I'm gonna have the fucking chat open the whole time. I have a lot. The one time there's somebody in the chat, I don't have the chat open. I'm upset as spaghetti about it, Landon. They were messaging the whole time, and I'm.
Really?
They were. I'm gonna take a screenshot.
Who is this?
It was just somebody named MBB Lulu.
Ah.
Looks like they might still be watching or something. It says two people in the stream chat. But I think we're gonna end this episode. It's a very bad episode.
Yes, it was because we couldn't focus on top of it.
Next episode.
I didn't have anything bad onto it.
Neither did I.
On what you said. I was planning on building on what you said and adding stuff to it, but you didn't have anything. So
I didn't have anything. I ended up talking about 3DSs for 10 minutes, for Christ's sake. I want to get more of those.
Sweet.
I need to get more games. I only have 6 physical 3DS games, but I played the shit out of all of them. Except for Wreck-It Ralph.
Smooth.
We should definitely... Next week... We're picking something. Pick something good. Steins Gate is fucking stellar. Castlevania is also pretty goddamn stellar. I don't know. I'll message you the list. But next Friday, around 9 o'clock probably, Tan-Gentalmen Podcast, episode 17, to be decided.
James Gunn make Henry Cavill.
Explosives!
Why did I throw a grenade? All right. Yeah, Zane, you got anything else to add before I end the stream?
Okay, wait. Apparently James Gunn did Henry Cavill. Wait.
Yeah, because he's like taking over. You want to leave this? Are we gonna continue talking about that, or do you want me to end? Because it's up to you.
Huh. Yeah, James Gunn is actually taking over DC and anything else at the moment. Well, from looks, sounds of it taking me off. They're being good with Henry Cavill.
Get over here, you Yuletide elfin looking son of a... Damn it.
You trying to stop yourself from swearing?
No, he ran away. Son of a bitch. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's all I have.
Okay. Next week's episode will be better and probably on something we could talk more about. So, if you're still watching MBB Lulu, I promise we'll provide better content next week, and I'll have the chat open at all times, like I do right now. Thanks for watching, everybody. We've been the Tan-Gentalmen, and I hope you enjoyed. I know you probably didn't, so have a good night, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully there'll be other content on the YouTube channel before then, but bye-bye.